Hello children, in today's video we are going to see about the new chapter agriculture, under which we are going to see in detail about the factors influencing agriculture and about the farm system. From the word agriculture, it refers to the process of preparing the land for the cultivation of crops and to the rearing of livestock. Agriculture, it is also called as farming, and it is oldest occupation known to the humans, so it is a primary activity. And if you take the statistics, nearly 50% of the people of the world, they are engaged in agriculture. In India, 2/3 of the people depend on the agriculture, so it is directly or indirectly they depend on the agriculture for their day-to-day life. The next one, the factors influencing the agriculture. The development in agriculture, it depends on various factors. Such factors are the soil, climate, irrigation, size of land holdings and techniques, method of farming. We'll see each and every factor in detail. The first important factor, the climate. So the climate, it controls the pattern of agriculture. So all over the world we practice a pattern. That pattern is determined by this particular factor. So the temperature and amount of rainfall plays a major role. So these are the important determining factors for the agriculture. For example, if you take rice, it requires a hot and wet climate. Suppose you take wheat, it requires cool and dry climate. So according to the climate only, we can cultivate the crops. Okay. The next important factor is the soil. Yes, the kind of soil which is found in a place also determines the kind of crop need to be grown in that. So for example, if you take the clayey soil, it is good for the rice and cotton because clayey soil, it retains the water. The next one is the alluvial soil. So alluvial soil is rich in alluvium. Okay, it is always termed as the fertile alluvial soil. So this particular soil is ideal for the agriculture. Actually, the alluvial soil is found all over the river banks. Therefore, most of the river banks are heavily cultivated all around the world. The next one is the sandy soil. The sandy soil, the best crops grown here are the groundnuts and millets. Sandy soil allow the water to seep through and it is good for these crops to grow. Okay, so according to the soil also the kind of crops grown is decided. So this soil also is a important factor. Next one is the relief. So relief is the topography, yes, the landforms. So comparatively more than the mountainous terrain, the ground, mountainous area, the flat lands are suitable for the agriculture, like the plains, valleys, the flat top of the plateaus, and then the deltaic regions. All these regions are suitable for the agriculture. So coming to the hilly regions is suited for the cattle rearing and for also the crops like the tea and coffee, which need the well-drained soil. So the hilly regions are suitable for these crops. The other factors, if you come to the other factors, the availability of irrigation facilities. See, rainfall, we cannot determine the rainfall. If due to the seasonal changes on the global warming, the need for the irrigation facility is rising. Okay, so availability of irrigation facility also plays a major role in the agriculture. And of course the size of land holdings. According to the land holdings only you can cultivate. Okay, transporting facilities are very, very important. You have to transport from the area where you are doing the cultivation to the market. So that is also very, very important. And nearness to the market. Of course you have the transport facility and moreover the market should be near to the cultivating area. Then only the cost will be less. Easily you can transport things. So the nearness to the market is very, very important. For all the activities in the agriculture, you need the investment. The capital is important. So availability of loan also plays a major role. We will see the farm system. There are two types of inputs. One is the natural input and one is the human-made input. Okay, under the human-made inputs, the irrigation facilities. You will be doing the drip irrigation, flood irrigation, sprinklers. All these are your inputs doing for your crops. According to your crops, you are going to add on those things. Then the high yielding variety of seeds. You're not satisfied with the seed variety what you are using and you're going to opt for the high yielding variety of seeds, and that is again the human made input. Next one is the fertilizers. So again the yield is not good, you are going to add in the manure, the fertilizers. Okay, So that is the human made input. Next, the pesticides. So you're worried about the pest which is spoiling the crop. So again, the human made input is again focused on the pesticides. Next one, the machinery. So how much profit you want to earn, that much inventions you are going to do it. So the machinery also plays a major role. Nowadays you can see the seed drillers, harvesters, threshers. Threshers are the machines which separate seeds from the husk. So these are all the human made inputs in the farm system in agriculture. Coming to the natural inputs, what the nature is playing. The slope of the land, it is describing about the topography. Okay. Next one is the fertile soil, how the soil is fertile. So naturally, if the soil is fertile, there is no need of these fertilizers or any other manure for the soil. So naturally, if it is fertile, it is well and good. Then the rainfall. So see again the irrigation facility, that is a human made input. If the natural input is not supporting, the human made input will be there. Organic manure, again no need of the fertilizers. The sunshine also plays a major role. Then the earthworms. Earthworms naturally it loosens the soil. It's the farmer's friend. So these are all the natural inputs in the farm system, in the inputs of agriculture. Coming to the outputs of agriculture. The outputs of agriculture are the crops, dairy products, fish, meat, wool, eggs, chicken, timber. It goes on. Okay, the outputs of agriculture. There are several important activities which a farmer has to do to harvest a good crop. Okay, so first and foremost he has to plow the field and then sow the seeds, irrigate the land, okay, apply fertilizers and guard the crop from pests, weed out the unwanted plants. You will take away the unwanted plants. Then harvesting the crop and then transport the crop to the market for selling and earn the profit. So these are all the activities that you can see a farmer is doing to harvest a good crop. Now we'll see about the types of farming. First and foremost is the nomadic farming. The nomadic farming, it refers to the practice of farming in which the herdsmen move from one place to another with their family and their livestock. So why they are moving? They are moving in search of pastures, fodder and water. So the most common animals reared by the nomads are the camels, sheep, yaks and goats, and the animals provided milk, meat, wool, hides and other animal products. The nomadic herding, it is practiced in the arid and semi-arid regions like the Sahara, Central Asia and some parts of India, that is the Rajasthan and Jammu and Kashmir. Okay. The next one is the shifting cultivation. So in shifting cultivation, the practice is a small area of the forest is cleared. How they are clearing? They cut down all the trees and that area they will burn it. Okay, the area is then burned. So this method is called as a slash and burn agriculture. First they slash, they cut and then they burn. Okay. Now what happens? They get the ashes, right? And then the ashes they mix it to the soil. So that will make the soil more fertile. This land is used for growing crops. They do the cultivation there. So as they are doing the cultivation again and again and again, what happens? After a couple of years, the land becomes less fertile. So what they do? They just leave that land and they will move. It is just abandoned. Later what they will do? They will go and search. Another such area will be identified. So this is practiced in regions where there is heavy rainfall. Why they are doing it in the heavy rainfall regions? Because the regeneration of forest will be very quick. It will be replenished by its own by the nature. Shifting cultivation is practiced mainly in the thick forest of northeast India, Southeast Asia and the Amazon basin. And then the shifting cultivation is also known as, it has several names in several regions. So this practice, the slash and burn agriculture is also known as jamming in the northeastern states of India. And it is also known as roca in Brazil and South America. It is also called as milpa in Mexico and Central America, mazol in the Congo basin, and it is also called as ladang in Indonesia and Malaysia. Yes children, in the next video we will be seeing in detail about the subsistence farming. Thank you children.